This conference will now be recorded.
Wire is the easiest way in LWC to get Salesforce data on the component. We have seen that every wire can be decorated. There are two ways, if you remember, whenever you want to call a server-side controller, there are two ways. One is through wire, which we have seen in the last class. In the Friday's class, if you remember that, we have written, right, to retrieve an account record, we have to retrieve an object record, we have written an class. And using, see, bring account, this is what we have used. And in that, we just had, right, an SQL query. You can write anything. To call this particular class in an LWC, we use wire. Before you use wire, you have to import the class name dot from the reference. All your classes will be inside the Apex. From the reference, you have to call the class name dot method name, and directly you can wire the method. Directly you can wire the method, right? This is wire a property, wire a function. This is a wire a function. A function that you have written, it's wiring it. Similarly, if you remember that, right, we have used update record, get record, create record, delete record. These are inbuilt functions available within the Salesforce. Inbuilt functions available within the Salesforce LDS. Today, right, you might have seen how to update a record. If you remember the old class, I have used here update record, right? Today, what we'll do is that we will see a couple of more examples of wires. Let us go ahead and understand. And next class, we will see imperatively. So Control Shift P, create a new lightning component, right? LWC underscore 07, right? 06, right? Underscore EG1 underscore, right? I will say what, let's say that wire create. Wire create. Wire create what? We will create an account. Wire create account, right? I'm not writing any server-side controller. I will be using an inbuilt wire function that is available the way we have update. I will take create, delete, right? Let us go ahead and do that, right? Let me go ahead and write. Then you'll be able to understand the complete story, what and how it is written, right? So the system is creating the LWC. So let's wait, right? Okay, there we go. My LWC got created, right? 0706. Now let me go to the HTML. Inside the HTML, let me use lightning card. Create account title. Oh, sorry. Lightning input, right? I will say label. Label equals to account name. Right. Next, what I will say, type. I'm not using the name. Name is equals to our ID, which I told you long back. Right. There are multiple ways to use it. Okay. Now I will have a button. Label equals to right on click. Done. Lightning button. Simple form. Well, simple form. Simple form. Right. I'll give the name also. Right. How do you want to take it? You want to take it through a name, or how do you want to take it? Right. Okay. We don't need name. Fine. That's fine. Let's go ahead. Now I go to my right JS. Right. Let us first declare some certain values. I will say comma track. I'm including track. I will say at the rate track name. Any problem? Right. I'm declaring some track variable ph ind track rat. Perfectly fine. Now each one of them I'm writing a function. Event. Right. I'm writing a function. This dot. Nobody should be confused here. This is already we did that. This dot what? Name is equals to event dot target dot value. Over. Whatever the data that is entered in the name will go into the name. This dot name equals to event dot target dot value. Perfect. Like this. Oh, not on click. I should have on change there. My mistake. Anyhow, fine. No issues. Yeah, these are not. Oh, on change only have taken. That's correct. Next, Control C. Next one. Next, Control C. Next one. Next, Control C. Next one. Name to name phone. PH. This dot PH. Industry. This dot industry. rating this thought industry. What I'm doing, I'm capturing the input. Whatever the data that has been input in the LWC, I'm capturing them in the JavaScript. Now, whatever the data that is captured, I need to insert it. I need to insert. Before you insert, right, what you will do is that couple of things. Include wire. First thing. Now I'm doing a wire. Include wire. Next, import. Import what? Import create record. The way you remember that in the table, I'm going to the table program. In the table, we imported what? Imported update. Same way, I'll import what? Right? Here, what I want to do? Do I want to update? No, I want to create record. I want to create record. Create record. Right? If you remember the last class, I was doing this in the last class, right? Import get record, update record, delete record. Now I can put what? The new one today we have seen called as import. These are inbuilt function available. Last class. Wire. Get record. Remove this. Right? These are all wire-based service. Wire-based. Update record. We did this. Now today I'm doing create record. Right? The table was update record command. Right? So you have to import it. So today we imported what? Create record. Right? Today we imported. That's not your matter here. Okay. This is what we are doing. Right? We did this update record for the table, if you remember that. Now let us go ahead. So what I'll do, I'm importing. First thing is that I'm importing it. Create record. That's it. I don't need anything. Import create record. That means I want to use this create record function. Right? I want to use this create record function. Let's come here. Before I create function, create. How does the create record or update record function looks? If you remember that, create record, I'll be writing it. How does it looks? CREAT, create. Create what? Create record. In the bracket, I have to give what? The record name. RECORD record. Let's say that, right? I say RECORD record data. This is the structure it looks. Create record, record data, dot, then I'm writing the functional structure of it. Dot, then, right? In the then, I will have response, right? Response, right? Response. You will go ahead and you will write the complete response. Dot, right? Whatever the response is there, you will write the response. Dot. Any type of error, CATCH, catch. Catch what? Right? Catch error. Right? Any type of error we will catch. Right? Error. Once you catch the error, what do you want to do? What do you want to do is the question. This is how the complete structure looks. Complete structure of create record. Right? Let me go ahead. Whenever you're calling this create record, this is a structure. Create record structure. Create record structure. Right? I will put the update also, delete also, get also, so that you can use a structure. Now let us start with the programming. So I want to have a record data. Where is the record data? First declare a constant. Right? When do you want to do it? when you want to call a button. What is that button? This all should happen whenever you say call me. Whenever this button call me is used, call me, call me, call me. Inside the call me, this create record has to come. Control X. So that now it's not showing error. This is a structure. Because it was outside the structure, that's the reason it was giving an error. See, this is the structure. This command you have to remember forever. Whenever I want to create a record without writing a server-side controller through a programming, then first thing is that you have to import wire. Then you have to import the reference. Once you import the create record reference, you can start using it. Where's the record data? This I have to define now. For that, there are two steps. Step one, for field, constant fields. I have multiple fields, right? You have to do a mapping now. Field mapping in a JSON format. What is the field name? In the table, in the account table, it's called name. Name field should go with this dot. Our field is what? A name. This dot name. This dot, comma. In the account, it's called phone. Exactly the same name. Colon. Colon here. What is that? This dot ph. Comma. See, I'm mapping. I'm mapping. Next, how many fields you have taken? That many fields you have to map. INDUSTRY, industry, colon. What is that? This dot IND, IND only, no? Yeah, IND, comma, the last field. What is that? What is the last field? Rating. Rating. Oh, rating spelling is wrong. What is the rating field? RATING.
Inside the curly
Okay.
brackets.
Right. I'm writing it outside, my mistake. Control X. I should be inside. Comma. Rating. Rating is what? This dot. RAT. These are the field in the table. All the orange are the field in the table. Name, phone, industry, rating. This dot name is nothing but a variable that I declared. From where this variable data is coming, I'm writing an on change event. As soon as the event change, there's a listener. The listener is capturing the value and passing it to the name. Listener is capturing the value, passing it to the phone. Whenever ACCIN event happens, right, it's capturing, passing the value to end. Whenever rating field changes, immediately the event listen and it's passing to rat. All those data I'm passing here. Perfectly fine. How the system will understand whether it's account data, contact data? There could be a phone field in account also, contact also. There could be, same field could be there in other object. That's the first step is fields. You can give any label here, I don't mind. Second is this record data I have to create. So constant, CONST, constant. Whatever the name you're giving, the same name. It's not compulsory that you have to give only record data only. You can give anything. Record data equals to. This is where you have to be careful, right? What is the API name? Which table you want to connect? API name. API name of the table is account. Where is the data? Comma. Fields stores my data. Fields stores my data. Done. My program is done. It will save the record. Right. Now that I'm saying create record. Record data is this. here the create record, right? It is always the first field is your API name, followed by the fields, followed by the fields, followed by the fields. Keep on watching now. Create. This is the command I told you have to remember, which I have already copy pasted in the yeah, so that I can share with you. Now keep on watching. Create record data, then response. This bracket I will break because here I'll do the programming inside the bracket. Once the record is created, what response you want? ALERT, alert. Alert. Alert what? Your record was created. And I want the ID to be here. If you have used a response keyword, mostly we use this, otherwise you can use anything. Response.id. This will store the ID. Oh, this should be inside. Control X plus response.id plus response.id. Similarly, see, if you don't write also, record will save. I just want, after the save, what are the things to be done? Show me a manual. Similarly, right? Catch, error. Here also I'll split it down. I'm breaking it. Suppose there is error. Alert. Your record creation failed. I want what? I want the error message. Error. Bracket, I forgot. Error dot. Error dot body dot message. Error dot body dot message. Whatever the error is displayed there. See, these are all extra I'm doing. I'm breaking it and I'm placing it. Otherwise, that single line would have been enough. To save a record, this single line is enough. But inside this bracket, I'm giving an alert. Inside the error, I'm giving an error. Control S. Perfectly fine. Control S. Perfectly fine. You can see that. Right? Now, set it to true. Control S. Control Shift P. Authorize an org. Authorization done. Close the tab. Control Shift P. Deploy this to the source org. See how the program is completely different from your Lightning. We don't have these type of services available there, but here you can see that these are available. It got deployed. That's good. Let's log in. That's good. Account name, Rupam Wire, phone 777, industry, banking, rating, hot, safe. See, your record was successfully created. It's showing the ID also. Okay. Now I go here. Sorry. Find the account. You'll be able to see Rupam Wire there. Accounts. See, Rupam Wire. Suppose I go ahead and I remove the first name. I say submit. So that I got an error. Your record creation failed. An encounter occurred while trying to update the record. Please try again. Because name was blank, right? Name I don't give. Phone number 333. Industry, banking, rating, safe. See how simple command. Create record. Create record. Right? Create record. Similarly, delete. Delete record. For deletion, what you need? I already create record, right? Create record. In the same project, let's do delete also. I'll put one more button. Right? Let me put one more button. Delete button name delete. Delete. Call me. Do you want a variant? We want a red button. Right? So I will say variant. Variant. Variant equals to what? Destructive. A button will come. I will say delete me. Del me. Control C. Go to the controller. Right? This is call me. Below that call me, I'm writing delete me. Save this. What is the delete function? I need to have what? For delete, I need to have an ID. I will say ID is always public. Because if I say API, say I'm using API also, automatically the ID will be assigned. API. Always it is record ID. This is the field. Whenever I say API, automatically the ID will be assigned. Now I can use that ID here. I can use the ID here. What is the delete command? Right? What is the delete command? I will say delete record. The way we have create record, same thing, guys. Delete record. Same thing. But guys, if I use delete record, I have to import also, no? The way I've imported create record, I have to import what? Not create. I have to import what? Delete. See, delete record. Create record, delete record. Scrolling down, delete. Delete what? Delete record. How the structure looks? Same as create record. Delete, right? What do you want to delete? Here, the record data. I'll copy the same structure that I have. Same thing, guys. Same thing. In the place of create, it will be said delete. 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 Same thing, same command. You see that? Same command I copied now. Delete record. Where is the record? This dot. What is that? Record ID. For deletion, I don't need a full record. I just need the ID. Then delete dot, right? Record ID. Then, right here, I can say I will write the program. What is that? Error alert message. Your record has been deleted. I don't need any ID. Your record was successfully deleted. Error. Bracket. I'm breaking it. Your record cannot be deleted. Your record cannot be deleted. I want the error code. Right? See, I can do a lot of things here. Right? Control S. Same as create, guys. Same as create. Both structure are same. You can see that. Update is also same structure. Get record is also same structure. All of them has the same structure. Update for delete, it's the same structure. In the place of create, it will be delete. In the place of update, it's the same structure. Right? Get record, we did that, right? We use get record. Get. Same structure. There is no change. Same structure with get. Get record also, we have the same structure. Right? So this is how we'll be using it. See, now Control S, Control Shift P, deploy to the source org. I'm deploying it. I'm deploying it. That's good. Go ahead. I refresh the page. See, delete button also comes. Right? So I create account RUPM Rupam DLET delete. Phone number not required. I click on submit. A record has been created. ID get generated. Go to this here. I refresh my account. Rupam delete will come. Rupam delete. One record get inserts. I say okay. I say delete. Right? Now, see, there is a problem. Unexpected problem occurred. Because why? Right? It is still a component. I have to use this component where? Inside a record page. Right? Wait, let me show you. Delete requires an ID. Either I have to go ahead, right? Why it's giving me an error now? The reason is that I don't have an ID. My API ID is what? Public. It's empty. That means after saving response, what I have to write? This dot, right? What is that? Record ID is equals to response.id. I have to pass it? No. After creating record, whatever the record ID is there, I have to pass it to this record ID. Otherwise, the record ID is blank. Public API record ID is a global. It's a public. It will take the record ID automatically. When it inside a record, right? If I don't write this program, say that okay, for the moment I'm not writing this program. I'm not writing it. Control S. Let me go ahead here. What target? Targets did we place anywhere? Input. Let me see metadata.target. Yes. Copy the target. Control C. I'm going to my metadata page and I'm placing the target. Target. Control S. Remember that this record ID is not transferred yet. Control Shift P. Deploy this to the source org. My delete button will not give error. Now the delete button is giving error because the ID is not there. Because we are not passing the ID to the API record. To the record, I'm not record ID. I'm not passing the ID, right? Now I will use this in where? In my account. I go to my account table. I open delete. I click on setup. I click on edit page. Right? Scrolling down. What is today's? This one. 706. Create account. I'm pasting it. Okay. I'm removing it. Whatever the component is here. Delete. There's a delete button. Remove. I will put my 0706 component here. Right. Delete button will work. Save. Because whenever I'm opening it inside the record, save. Back. Whenever I'm opening inside the record, what is happening? API @API is taking the ID automatically and it's assigned into the component. Here the delete button will work because I'm already inside a record called as Rupam delete. This has an ID. Here is the ID on the address bar. This ID got automatically assigned to this component. Why? Because you're using public variable API record ID. I say delete. Are you see your record successfully deleted? Next time when I go to account, I will not be able to see Rupam delete record. So it's gone. It's gone. I go to recycle bin, you'll be able to see that record there. I go to the recycle bin. The record is there. Rupam delete. But when I'm running this in standalone, this button is not working because this button doesn't have this ID of this page. That is the reason what I'm doing now. I'm coming here and while creating whatever the ID was created, I'm passing it to this record. Control S, Control Shift P, deploy to the source org. So when the record was created, the ID was passed to the record ID. That record ID I'm deleting. It makes sense. So understood, guys? Able to understand what I'm doing? Yes. Yes. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So, yes.
Right.
Yes,
Now
yes.
I refresh. So I create RUPM Rupam DELET delete 22222. First, the record has to be created. Submit. The record got created. This ID is now assigned to the record ID. Now if I click on delete, system will say your record has been deleted successfully. Earlier it was giving error because there was no ID to delete. Got deleted. Next time you go to the recycle bin and press refresh, right? You'll be able to see one more there. Recycle bin. See, Rupam delete 222. I'm in the recycle bin. My recycle bin. It got created, then it got deleted by delete button. Delete requires an ID. So I passed the record ID. When the record was created, I passed the ID. Understood? Yes. Yes. Now, one thing, there is a problem if you have observed. When I come here, when I go to my account, there's a record called Rupam wire, right? Automatically, because at the rate API will assign the ID. I'll click delete, record was deleted. Once I click OK, I get an error on the screen. Looks like there is a problem. Why? Record got deleted. There is nothing to display. System don't know what to display here. I want system to go back to the account page. After deletion, come back to this page. Navigation. I want navigation. Navigate. See that Rupam also got deleted. It's not there. You see that. If you go to recycle bin, it will be there. Accenture. I open it. I click on delete button here. Accenture, your record was successfully deleted. Okay. As soon as I say okay, it has to go to where? Anyhow, the record is not there. So system is giving error. I want navigation. I want navigation. Do a navigation on the same example. First, import navigation. The way we imported the toast event, now I have to import navigation. Anyhow, the toast event was not working. I showed you, I told you. There's no problem in our coding. Toast event program was 100% perfect, but it's LWC problem. Let's see whether navigation works or not. Right? Import what? Import what? Import navigation mix in. This is the function. Import navigation mix in. Right? Don't change these names. I told you these are system names. From. Let us see whether this library is available or not. From what? LIGH. Lightning, right? Navigation in. I have to bring from lightning navigation. Do I have lightning navigation? See, not there. It will not work. LIGHT, lightning, right? Slash navigation. See, navigation is not there. Lightning, I have message. So that means even if I say navigation, but the program is correct, guys. Navigation. Navigation. Right? Let us see whether this is available or not. Did I import a correct function or not? Yes, lightning navigation. It's there. I'm opening LWC library. To generate a URL or to navigate to a page reference, see, I can go to another page reference. I can go to some. So I'm using what? Apply navigation mixin to a component base or a class to gain access to its API. This is what I'm saying. See, navigation in. I'm using navigation in. Navigation maxin, sorry. Perfect. Control C. This is what I've used in my programming. But anyhow, I'm replacing it again. Control V. Same thing. our navigation will not work, guys, because current LWC doesn't. See, why, Rupam? Why? These are some of these functions are in beta testing. I told you, in every new batch, right, new things of LWC is just 8 months old, right? Navigation Maxen is available in LWC, but it is still not supported here. They have created it. How to do the navigation in program? When the record is deleted, I got an error. After the error, I want navigation in to work. This navigation maxen. What is that? I have to call this function. There's a particular way of using this function. I'll be using from the same document. Here it is. See, this is the function to use the navigation in. Control C. This navigation maxen dot navigate. Type where do you want to navigate? Standard underscore object name. That is nothing but object pages account. Right? Sorry. There. See, here it is there. Contacts. Right? Exactly this command I'll copy here. Over. Where do you want to navigate? Right? So see the bracket, guys. This bracket is this. After this, there is a let me see. There is 2 more brackets has to be closed. This is this. Oh, sorry. This is this bracket. Right? Navigation in command. Navigation in. Let me take the complete command. Control C. The command is not working. It will not work. But this is how you navigate. Right? I'm between this. After the alert, I want navigation in command to work. Navigation. Bracket start. Bracket ends. Check the brackets. Curly bracket start. Curly bracket ends. This start. This ends. Navigation in. Navigation in. Sorry. Navigation in. Where do you want to go? I want to go to. This is the perfect. This dot navigation maxen navigate. That's a command. Type object page. What is the attribute? What is the object name? Go to the account page. Action home. This will route you to the home page. This command. Which home page? Account home page. That means after the table is done, deletion is done, you will back to this page. You will not get that error. It will bring you to the account home page. This is the account home page. But this command will not work. No error in this command. It might work after 1.5 months. Next release of Salesforce, these commands will get activated in your right sfdx CLI command. Right? They will be all updated. Currently, I'm doing the programming, but Control Shift P, I deploy it. These are the additional things I'm doing. Right? Your delete is working. After deleting, the page has to now navigate from to the home page because the record is no more exist. What it will display? So move it to the home screen. Done. It will not work. Don't worry. Right? Oh, sorry. Let's go here. I open CCC. I click on delete. Your record has been deleted. Immediately after this, it should go to the home page. It should come to account page. This page it should come, but it's not doing it. Because I told you, it's not our program problem. There are certain programs that I'm writing, but it's not working. That is because of Salesforce deployment. It's not our issue. For example, the toast event. I've written, but toast event was not coming up because they have not been deployed using LWC, where under this extension, if you remember this marketplace, If you remember that I told you to extend what is that? Salesforce Salesforce extension pack. While installation, you did that. This one. In this, Lightning Web Component has to get upgraded. This piece is not updated. This piece is not updated. In this piece, in the future, right, it will come. Future contributions, see that? Future contributions. These are the things which are coming in the future. Here, next time you will see what? Next time you will see Lightning Navigation Maxen, because they have not yet implemented this one. Maxen, it will come here. So it is not our problem. Remember this, guys. Our program is perfectly fine. It is Salesforce has not implemented in built it, but it was not implemented where? In the extension pack, they are not supported. If the extension pack is not supported, whenever I type this import navigation maxen, right, it's not showing me because it's not there in the extension pack. This navigation maxen is there. Toast event is not there, right? So that is the reason. Keep on updating. Keep on updating. CMD. How to update your CLI? You have to keep on updating. SFDX update. You have to keep on updating this. 7.6 the latest. No problem. So keep on getting it. Now you understood how to use delete, how to use update. We have used update in the record table, in the data table. Update, if you remember, as soon as you update Rosemary, you hit the save button, update works, right? This is the syntax. Guys, able to understand? Yes or no? Till today, we have been only bringing in, right? As well as with delete record, with update record, with create record, we send the data out. But I want to write a separate class and I want to send the data out. How to pass a parameter to a server-side controller, that we will see tomorrow. With a wire, how can I pass a data? How can I pass a parameter to a server-side controller using wire? Using wire. This is without writing a server-side controller. I am calling inbuilt delete. Now, same thing we'll do tomorrow. Delete. But no, here I will write a method. On the method, I will pass the ID. In the class, I will say delete that account. In the class, I will say ID delete ACC. Right? We will do it by passing a params. Clear now? Guys, able to understand? Able to understand what's happening here? Slowly? Yes, no?
Yes, sir.
If not, call it out, guys. Don't just say simply sake of saying yes, don't say yes. 50-60% you're able to understand what's happening. I'm using the inbuilt right functions which are available to create a record, to delete a record. I'm not writing a class. I can do the same thing with a class also. Class also I can create a record. Right? That is what we'll do from tomorrow. Today, we have seen what are the LDS service provided. LDS provides default service to create, default service to delete without writing a server-side controller. These are called programming LDS. Form-based LDS, programming-based LDS. Form-based LDS, programming-based LDS. In Lightning also, we had this form-based, 3 forms: record form, view form, edit form. Here, programming-based LDS. So I have shown you the programming-based LDS. Tomorrow, I'll show you how to use wire by passing a parameter. Okay, we'll stop it here. That's it for today. Have a nice and wonderful day, guys. Guys, able to understand? Yes, everyone.
You said imperatively. So is it comes under imperatively, or it is just using the
No,
standard method?
I'll use with wire only. Imperatively, I'll show you maybe in day after tomorrow class. Now I'm with wire only. I've not yet come to the imperatively one.
Okay, so you're using wire and the standard methods like create,
Correct.
delete,
Standard
update,
methods. Yes, that's correct.
not
That's
calling the server side controllers.
not calling server-side controllers. Clear?
Okay. Yep.
Not calling any server-side controller. Thank you, guys. Right. Have a nice and wonderful day. Bye-bye, guys. Take care.